Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Indians today is John Denny, whose record is 7-12 with a .485 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dan Petry, whose record is 8-7 with a .440 ERA. Okay, so we do have a chance to sweep the Indians today, something we absolutely need to do in order to keep pace with Boston. Boston still is a half game up on us, although we have won 4 in a row and are now 22 games above 500. We didn't make any trade deadline decisions because I felt like we had pretty much a solid bullpen. Our starters were as good as we were going to get, and our lineup was good 1 through 9 as they were. And then yesterday, we suffered a catastrophic injury to Greg Brock, who is done for over a full year from today. So Greg Brock's season is done. He has a torn elbow. It tore it right off the elbow. And we are in a position now where we have to make a couple of roster changes. And I think what we're going to try first is, as you take a look at the lineup here, is put Rusty Tillman in at first base. Defensively, he is better than Ken Smith. So Kenny will stay at the DH slot in the lineup. And Rusty Tillman will play first base for as long as we can get some production out of him. Now, in limited duty this year, he's batting .333. He has a home run. He did have a stolen base. We didn't really give him too much. He just had a cup of coffee, a couple of ball games there. Now, Tillman is a right-handed bat, which is nice because we are a little overstacked with lefties. So it's good to have Tillman in there. But what I've decided to do is sign a free agent to a minor league deal. And I've signed Jim Dwyer, 34-year-old left-handed bat. We signed him to the major league minimum, or a minor league deal. Now, he has not played in the majors this year. You can see that since we started our sim, he's bounced around a bit. He did get almost 200 at-bats last year for the Reds before they sent him down to AAA. And I guess AA as well. So his rating is 76. I mean, he's pretty solid. He really can't play first base. His range is bad. His fielding's bad. His arm, it's all bad. But we would put him at the DH spot and then move Kenny Smith to first base if we had to go that direction. So we're going to make do. I'm not really overly disappointed in that Brock injury, but it does kind of make me feel a little more insecure about our roster and what might happen with more injuries before the year's over. And don't forget, that happened after we sold off PARRISH. We got some cash money homes, and then I just went ahead and I raised our medical staff to number 7 in the league, and yet he still suffers a catastrophic injury that will put him out for a full year. Because Brock does go to arbitration at the end of the year, he's arbitration eligible. At the end of this year, when we go to arbitration, I'm just going to cut him. He's not going to be available next year anyway. And his rating is so low that if he's a free agent and is still available when he gets off the IL, then we'll just go ahead and re-sign him and maybe put him in AAA and see if he can't, help us out somewhere down the line. Okay, so that's the strategy. Kind of a bummer. More importantly, we have to win today's ball game against the Indians staff ace, John Denny. Let's get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. At the end of today's game, we're going to have a video from earlier today. I did my Time Travel Tuesday video for the 1983 Donruss Action All-Stars. And we got 10 Hall of Famers in there, including the best card in the set. And a surprise visit from my large adult son, Lance Parrish. We got a Lance Parrish card. So I'll put that at the end of the video. Please feel free to check it out. Now the current Indians lineup is only batting 105 versus Petry, but Petry sucks lately. All the bullpen is available. John Denny, who is a right-hander, so we've stacked the lefties. Then we have righty, lefty, righty, lefty. Doug Baker's going to get the start at short for Trammell, and Willie Wilson will take the day off as Kevin Bass will start in center field. Both of those guys are tired, and that means everybody will be rested after today's game, hopefully. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Cleveland Indians. Look who's in the ball game. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Tony Fernandez. Batting second at first base is Karl PAGEL. Batting third and DHing is Eric Fox. Batting cleanup, playing right field, is Cory SNYDER. Batting fifth at third base is Steve Springer. Batting sixth and catching is my large adult son, Lance Parrish. Batting seventh in center field is Von Hayes. Batting eighth at left field is Thomas Howard. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Juan Bonillla. Oh boy, Peaches making his 23rd start, 8-7 with that 4.40 ERA. 79 strikeouts in 137 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .237 against him. He does have a complete game. You pretty much know the rest. He's got an 89 overall rating. We've hit career highs in everything. So I do feel like with his health at 78, it's only a matter of time before he croaks on the mound, and then we're in real trouble this year. He's lost consecutively. I guess he's lost 5 out of 6 starts, and even the one that he got the victory in was pretty bad. All right, let's take a look at our defense. Got a couple backups in there, but we're feeling pretty good about it. Baker at short, solid defensively, and we've got Bass in center field, who is a couple steps slower than Wilson, but that plays pretty good defense. Tony Fernandez leading off versus Dan Petry. Here we go. 1-2 count to Fernandez, and Petry strikes him out. That is a good start to the ball game. Build some confidence, because I mean, we are at a point in the year where we cannot afford to lose any ball games. So if Petry poops the mound like he's been doing, we're just going to go ahead and yank him out of there before things get too bad. PAGEL strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Petry. Drops that curveball right into the strike zone. Good framing from Kennedy. And Eric Fox will pop it up for out number 3. So a good 1-2-3 inning for Petry. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Tigers' lineup rundown for today's ballgame. Batting leadoff, playing left field, is Kirk GIBSON. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup and DHing is Kenny Smith. Batting fifth and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting sixth at first base is Rusty Tillman. Batting seventh in center field is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth in right field is Glenn Wilson. And batting ninth at shortstop is Dougie Baker. Okay, John Denny on the mound, making his 24th start. He is 7-12, a 4.85 ERA. He's got more walks than strikeouts. That signifies the end of your career in this game. He is known for walking a lot of batters. Opponents are batting .282 against him. He's got 3 complete games. Not much of a fastball. It tops out at 86 miles an hour. However, it is the best rated pitch he's got. It's rated an 85. Overall, he is an 84. The 31-year-old right-hander is making $1 million until 1986. Let's take a look at his vitals. He has played in 3 All-Star games. since we started this sim. 81, 82, 83, 3 in a row. Wow. He went 5-12 with a 3.78 ERA and made the All-Star team. And then 2 more losing records. So I guess there are not very many representatives of the Indians in the All-Star game. Okay, let's take a look at their defense. Of course, right field and first base, both below league average. We know all about Lance Parrish, his 84 rated arm. He will be tough to run against, but maybe we'll test him today. No Willie Wilson in the lineup, so that'll be the key. Can Gibby get on, test his old teammate? Gibson, full count, and he strikes out swinging. A check swing for out number 1. So both pitchers coming out firing bullets here. Next man up is Lou, and Lou will walk, the old strikeout-walk combo. Whitaker's speed is not good enough to test. No pants Lance. We're going to hit and run with George Brett. Brett's got 2 career home runs versus John Denny. Ground ball in the hole at second, and that's good enough to get Whitaker into scoring position. 2 down, and it is up to Kenny Smith to drive him in. He's got a .430 on-base percentage versus right-handers. You got to feel good about that, and they're going to just give him 4 straight balls for a walk. Free pass issued by Denny, his second of the inning. And it's going to be up to TK to drive him in. Kennedy in a little bit of a slump right now. And Denny will walk Kennedy. So he's walked the bases loaded in the first. Here's the rookie, Rusty Tillman. Hey, man, he was crushing it in the minors this year. You'll see what he did for the Mets and then what he did for Detroit on both of those lines there. He was batting .331 since he came over, before he came over, and .293 since then. He's got 15 home runs at the AAA level. So certainly capable of hitting a grand salami right now. Here we go. Bases loaded, 2 down. Oh, nuts. The bottom drops out. So that's a weird way to get through the inning. It's almost like Denny walked the bases loaded just to get into that position. We go to the top of the second, no score. Cory SNYDER leading off, and a tapper back to Dan Petry for out number 1. Next up is the third baseman, Steve Springer, batting .245, 15 home runs. Off the end of the bat for a infield single. Now, Greg Brock is a superior defensive player, so you could almost attribute that base hit to having Tillman at first. So he strikes out with the bases loaded and then allows a base runner on a infield single. Here he is, Lance Parrish. He's only played in 1 ball game. He's 1 for 4 as an Indian, and Springer steals second. Okay, come on now. That is his 5th stolen base of the year. That's just stupid. 0-1 count to Parrish. 2-2 count now. And a ground ball to third. Checking the runner. Brett, yep, goes to first for out number 2. That will leave it up to Von Hayes. Probably the best hitter on the team, batting .323 versus righties. A 1-2 count. That pitch was a 1.5 feet outside. And that is strike 3 for Von Hayes. So it's the third K for Petry. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Kevin, big hit Bass, getting a spot start today. Batting .281, 5 home runs. Hot shot to short. Tony Fernandez making the play. Glenn Wilson goes right back to Fernandez. 2 down. Here we are going through the entire first time through the lineup, and we do not have a hit yet. This is something that's happened in the first 2 games of the series. Dougie Baker gets hit by a pitch. We're going to test him right now. 2 down. Everybody knows he's going. It's only a 68% chance of success. Fastball down the middle, and Baker steals on Parrish. His 5th stolen base. He's 5 for 9 on the year. Not a good success rate, but we do have a runner in scoring position for Gibby. Gibby 3 for 12 in his career versus John Denny. And a ground ball up the middle! Almost snuck through as the second baseman Bonilla makes the play. Tigers are hitless as we go to the top of the 3rd. Here's Thomas Howard leading off. Howard hits a ground ball to second. Nice at bat though, 9 pitches. Working Dan Petry's count up to 35. Juan Bonilla, ground ball to second. So back-to-back ground balls to Whitaker. And it's 2 down. We're back to the top of the lineup, and Fernandez pulls it into right field for a hit. 10 pitch at bat. All right, so runner on first, 2 down. I would be sending Fernandez right here. It's Karl PAGEL. Fernandez not going as PAGEL flies out to center. Just kind of died out there, but Bass was in position. You go to the bottom of the 3rd, no score. Sweet Lou leading off. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. This is dumb as hell, man. I mean, we're not going to get a hit for a while, right? Because he's already walked 3. So there's been 3 base runners and a hit by pitch. So the whip is over 1 per inning. So I don't know. We may not get a hit today. Brett flies out and Smith flies out. Yeah, this game is so freaking stupid, man. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Here's Eric Fox playing backyard baseball. Got to watch out for the ferns. Fox flying out to right. 1 down. Here's Cory SNYDER. SNYDER slices it to right field as well. Wilson will make the catch there. 2 quick outs for Steve Springer. Hot shot to the hot corner. Brett making the play. Moving on to the bottom of the 4th. 2 hits combined as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Kennedy a tapper. This is so dumb. Yeah, the only guy in the lineup who isn't a regular player gets a hit. That's the way this game is designed. When you get deep into the season like this, as players have already overproduced early on with their numbers, they no longer become effective. It's only the players who have no regular value that get hits. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but it's the way this game is designed. There's another hit for nobody. Tillman will go to at 70%. He's going to get thrown out. Oh, he's safe. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Here's Glenn Wilson. We're going to go on contact. We're not going to hit and run. He'll hit into a double play. We'll get the run, take the lead the hard way. Oh, Glenn Wilson with the big ups. There's our biggest hit of the ball game. A 3-run home run to right center field. Wilson, his 9th home run on the season. And it's 3-0 Detroit. You know, no hits through 3, and then we've completely erupted here in the 4th inning. Baker, hit by a pitch the first time, gets a base hit to right. He's already got a stolen base. There's only 1 out. We're not going to chance that. We'll let Gibby take a cut, since it does seem we've broken through versus Denny. Oh, and a base hit past the second baseman, Bonilla. Baker will hold. And we're going to try a double steal, folks. I mean, Whitaker's 3 for 22 in his career. We don't do this very often. These are 2 of our better base stealers, base runners as well. Denny does not have a fastball. We know that. 86 miles an hour or so is what it tops out at. So if we can get a off-speed pitch, maybe we get a double steal. Here we go. One down. First to second. Everybody's running. Right down the middle. Oh, shit. Baker caught stealing third. That is the 25th stolen base. Wait, is that not a stolen base? That's stupid. If it's a double steal and someone gets caught, you still get the second guy still gets a stolen base, does he not? I mean, maybe he doesn't. Anyway, oh, I just ran us out of the inning. So that's on me. We got greedy. Will that flip the script here, though? As the Tigers have a 3-0 lead. We put 3 on the board thanks to Wilson's home run, Glenn Wilson. And we go to the top of the 5th. Lance Parrish leading off. Grounded out in the first inning. Here he hits it to Whitaker for out number 1. Von Hayes, I don't know why this guy's batting so low in the lineup. Ground ball to Tillman. 2 down, Thomas Howard. Fly ball into center field. And a 1-2-3 inning for Petry. He's looking good today. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Here's George Brett. Brett, 3-0 count, and Denny walks in. Leadoff man is on. We're not going to hit and run. We're just going to let Ken Smith swing. And a walk to Smith. How much longer are they going to let Denny go? Clearly he doesn't have it today. He's given up 5 hits, 5 walks, and a hit batter. First and second, we really could use Terry Kennedy getting it right here. He's got a walk today. Ground ball up the middle. That is a guaranteed double play. Oh, no. It was such a slow roller. The only play was to go to first. So we will go on contact as Rusty Tillman steps in. He's 1 for 2 today. This game is so dumb. So freaking stupid. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 3-0. Now, Petry's only at 67 pitches, but we can't feel good about this, right? Petry strikes out Bonilla. He's a contact hitter. Something's brewing. That's the only way Petry could strike out Bonilla in a situation like this. Wow, Fernandez scorches it into center field and legs himself out a double. That is his 3rd career double. Runner in scoring position for Karl Pagel. Pagel's 0 for 8 in his career against Petry with 3 Ks. 2-1 count, and he's popping it up near home plate. Caught by Kennedy for out number 2. Pardon me for grabbing a drink. All right. It's going to be up to the switch hitter, Eric Fox. Fox, 0 for 2 today. Wild pitch. 1-0 count to Fox, runner on 3rd. And there's the first walk. So this is where the wheels fall off. One swing of the bat, and this game is tied. Now, this would not happen unless they were about ready to get a 3-run home run. It is the cleanup hitter. That's a fly ball to right. And Petry's out of it. He had 91 pitches. We could bring him out for another inning. Let's see how it goes here. Glenn Wilson at the plate. He's got all the runs today for the Tigers. Denny jams them inside. as Wilson pops up to short. 1 out. Doug Baker will not be denied. He is 2 for 2 now. With a hit by pitch, he gets a double as he legs that one out. His 5th double of the year. He's batting .290. You gotta like what Baker's bringing to the table. So Baker on second. Here's Gibby. We are not clutch. Like, we have no clutch hits. Yeah, ground ball to third. This game will just not let you do that. And Whitaker's never hit this guy. So we're going to strand another. Oh, did that fall in? Oh, it does fall in. Oh, no. Whitaker gets an RBI. A rare base hit off of Denny. He's had 100 pitches. I guess technically he's only given up 4 runs. This could be much worse. And George Brett will fly out to right. Okay, well, we'll take the insurance run. That does make me feel a little bit better about giving Petry another inning. He's got 2 righties and a lefty coming up. So let's see how he does versus Steve Springer. Take a look at the in-game stats. Springer is 1 for 2 today. He has got 1 of the 3 hits. And he walks him, so that's it. That's easy call to make. We're going to bring in Gumpy Gumpert. Gumpy, 35th game, 4-1 with a 1.64 ERA, 21 strikeouts in 38 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting 184. Fastball topping out at 90 miles an hour. That fastball is rated at 80. Overall, 77. The 26-year-old righty arbitration eligible at the end of the 86 year. Okay, wait, what's this ground ball percentage? 42%. It says average, but that's pretty low. Could really use a double play. And it's Parrish at the plate. Parrish 0 for 2 today against his old team. There's a tailor-made double play to Baker. Great job by Gumpy. He just dropped a gump right there. 2 down. It's Von Hayes. Crushes it to center field. Bass turning and running, making the play. The shutout is preserved. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Tom Waddell is coming into the ballgame. 38th appearance, 5-4. Whoa, 6.10 ERA. 32 strikeouts, 46 in the 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .262 against him. 3 saves, 4 blueies. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He's got 2 decent pitches, though. A fastball at 85, a change at an 84, overall an 80. The 25-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of next year. Okay, here's Kenny Smith. 0 for 1 today, 2 walks. I think it's safe to say he's probably still in the lead for walks. He pops out to short. 1 down. Here's Terry Kennedy. He's got an 0 for today. He has walked once. And they'll pop up. Yeah, Kennedy is done, right? I guess he's on a 2-game hit streak, technically. Two down. Here is Rusty Tillman. And a walk. Tigers have benefited from a lot of walks today. Only 7 hits. Tillman on first. Kevin Bass batting left-handed. 1 for 3 today. And another walk. So dumb. And it means nothing, right? I mean, like, we know this Wilson's going to get out. So it's just making sure that we get all the whip to whatever the level should be for the ballgame. Gump did his job. His ERA is down to 160. Switch right switch. So we're going to bring in Keith Comstock. He pitched yesterday. Went an inning, struck out a guy. having a career year so far, making his 39th appearance of the season. Kami's going to face Howard, Bonilla, and then back to Fernandez. Here's Thomas Howard. Fly ball to center. Would that be caught? Oh, it will be caught. I thought that just might fall in front of Bass. One down. This will be a tough out for Comstock. Bonilla batting .323 versus lefties. Hot shot right at Tillman. Scooping it for out number 2. And we're bringing Tony Fernandez to the plate. The only Indian who brought his bats today. Ground ball in the hole is short. And that will do it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers are up 4. Indians have scored 1 run this entire series. Jeff Barkley coming into the ballgame. Another hit for Baker. An infield single, 3 for 3, with a stolen base and a double and a caught stealing, technically. Here's Jeff Barkley. He's only thrown 2 innings this year. Prior to that, he hadn't pitched since 1980. So we got Baker on first. Gibby at the plate. Gibby's 1 for 4 today. Frozen rope into center for out number 1. Here's Lou. Lou 1 for 3 with an RBI. And another frickin' walk. So stupid. Unbelievable. A poo-poo platter of stupidity. Ninth inning. Kami looking to finish off the game. Gets PAGEL to fly out. Comstock is going to turn Eric Fox around to bat right-handed. And he rips it to the left. Does that fall in? Oh, no, it's going to be caught by Gibby. I don't know, the arc of that, the way it kind of got past Gibson, I thought for just a moment it might fall in. We are down to our final out. It is Cory SNYDER. SNYDER's made a living off of left-handers this year. And Comstock strikes him out. Another shutout for the Tigers as they win 4-0. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. Okay, so we are 4-0 for the month. Wow, the Indians scored 1 run that series. Let's go and take a look at the standings. Did we get back on top? Yes, we did. We are now a half game ahead of the Red Sox. They have 1 in the loss column on us. New York is back to 3.5. Baltimore's 9.5. Everybody else is toast. We're going to play Milwaukee next. Oakland jumps in front of the Angels by a half game. All 4 teams are still in it in the West. National League, Philadelphia 1 game up on the Mets. Dodgers are way ahead. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball, Daily Beat. A 6-1 win puts Oakland in first. Rick Langford allowed 1 earned run on 7 hits. And then it says what the Royals did not do, which is stupid. And a win over Cleveland puts Detroit in the lead. Petry pitched really well. And it basically just tells you what the Indians didn't do. Transactions. Man, we've had a lot of injuries. There's the Jim Dwyer signing. And then the Brewers, Chuck Krim, in their bullpen, will not be available for our series. Jim Gantner, former Brew Crew, is on the Cardinals. He's going to miss 5 days. Their third baseman batting .338. Wait, was he the batting champ last year? No. Okay. And then 2 retirements. Oh, Senior Smoke has officially retired. of course, he was integral to the Tigers winning the World Series. He was 10-1 in the bullpen that year. I think he had 8 saves and was just amazing. Too bad this game doesn't respect that or understand how that works. Elliot Maddox, another Tiger draft pick from way back in 1968, I think it was. He is retired after wrapping up his career as a Met player. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Who is the player of the game? I guess we have to give it to Glenn Wilson in his 3-run home run. Doug Baker, though, went 3 for 3. We left 11 runners on base as the Indians walked 8 batters. So 8 hits, 8 walks, and a hit by pitch. Doug Baker had the stolen base and a caught stealing. Dan Petry gets the win. He's 9-7. Gets his ERA down to 4.22. John Denny takes a loss. He was hanging in there for a minute. Those walks came back to haunt him. The bullpen did their job for the most part. And that will do it. So check out the 1983 Donruss Action All-Star oversized cards that are popping up right here. That's a fun video. And the other Time Travel Tuesday playlist options are right here on this side of the screen. So that's going to do it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow and start a brand new series versus the Brew Crew. Until then, everyone have a great day.